Hello again, gang. Ebenezer with you. Welcome back to yet another episode of Queensland Abandoned Mines. Now, if you're tuning into this episode this week, you need to skip back a couple of weeks if you missed the part one, because this is part two of what we've called Searching for the Golden Phoenix Mine, series of gold mines, all the way back from 1875. Now, we're going to refrain from naming the location, and we can probably see that that will be the status quo for the channel moving forward. There are a lot of reasons why we don't and refrain from naming locations, and specific locations, I should say, of abandoned mines. Number one is obviously the safety concerns of people that may want to visit these mines that don't have anywhere near the level of experience required to work in abandoned mines on these steep hills within confined spaces, you name it. There are a lot of dangers of exploring abandoned mines. They can be dangerous atmospheres, there can be dangerous human elements if you don't know what your buddy's going to do with you if something goes wrong. There is obviously the environmental dangers with unstable ground, so we definitely don't want to be leading anyone out to put themselves in danger. And the second thing is that people just do some really silly and disrespectful things in mines. Illegal mining activity, graffiti, stealing artefacts, and obviously our entire channel is dedicated to the history of abandoned mines. So if we want to protect a spot, we will definitely refrain from naming it, and we'd ask you to do the same in the comments. Previously, we've had to delete a few comments where people took it upon themselves to share location, so please refrain from doing that. So, well, enjoy today's episode, guys. The scenery is absolutely stunning. We did find some really cool workings. Unfortunately, we had to make a bit of a safety call on a few of them because they were just in too bad a ground and just a little bit too sketchy to explore safely. So we had to pull a pin, but you'll still get a good look at what we found throughout the day. So thanks for joining us, guys, and enjoy today's episode.
Where is he?
Oh, no.
I think Blake spotted where Bambi is. That's his new nickname. Sam! Hey Sam, did you take the other radio? You're going to be out of range soon, mate. Sam is up there somewhere. Whew.
I didn't bring my tractor, Ebenezer.
You almost need, what do they call it? Alpine self-arresting, you know, those things that they slam in. Yeah, this is steep, guys. This is crazy. I mean, Sam warned us. But, yeah, the GoPro just has a habit of flattening everything out, but if you can see the mountain on the other side of the ridge, that's the crest. That's the 310 metre peak. We're still only about halfway up it. Oh boy, this is intense. Alright, we'll see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, we've just come on this tiny little track here. Had to run. There's a hornet's nest. How's your shin? Nice little shinned in there. Alright, check this out, guys. Got an old miner's bucket, shovel there. It's probably from the 90s. There's no way that'd still be here. It's from the original workings. These definitely are, though. Square head nail. Oh. A couple of really old bits of nails that we use for the lagging. Got this little cribbed up wall here, and check out this view. Oh boy. And I think that looks like an adit. We will soon find out. I'll cut across there. Where? Oh my god. Bambi! Here comes Bambi. He's just gone an extra scenic route, at least another 100 metres of altitude. I can't even see yet on the GoPro. Hey, careful, because you're right above the adit. Alright guys, we'll go down there. You guys know the drill. Swap out camera rigs and jump in and have a look. It's the way that these mines worked. There is no way. There actually was ladders up here in some old historic photos that go down the entire fault. This is the strike of the fault.
Alright guys, just want to pause just for a second. Don't want to slow the episode down too much and just share with you this really cool photo. Now, during peak production, this mine was pumping out about 1,000 ounces plus a month, which is really great going for the year. And I just told you these guys installed a ladder. They did not. They actually sent rail the whole way up this hill to pull all of the ore out of all of these workings across these impossibly steep hills. And what you're looking at here is the peak production era of this mine, which had 200 plus miners, which I'd say looks about right in this photo. And what they're sitting here, the miners are sitting behind the huge mullock heaps, which would have been all their waste rock that they've brought down on these trams, whilst all of their good ore would have gone off to the stamp mills. They had 20 head of stamp here to be processed and refined further.
Down that way. But what they'd do is, there's another 3 levels of this mine further up the hill. They would run a series of tramways all to the lowest at it, right down there in the gorge, and then they'd have to get it out because it was processed, had a 10 head stamp mill at the town back in the late 1800s. Alright, let's check out this level, if it is one. Certainly looks promising. Got to cut across this little path and try not to go down there. It's quite hard when we're carrying the camera. What? Oh, holy shit! That was close. Hey, found out it. Oh my god. Oh, it's only a tiny little one. It's just a little exploratory spewing. Oh, man. Let's hope this one goes somewhere. Hey. You got that air meter on? Yeah. Hey. Hey, we got airflow. You got air? Yeah. I got heaps of air. Alrighty guys, we found it, the Phoenix Reef Mine. This is one of the main levels. You can see someone's been working in here semi-recently. Got some miner's moss and some buckets. First really big bit of quartz we've come across down there. You good, mate? Yeah. Dead end?
No, it keeps going. There was an ore caster drop in here.
Right.
You climb up there. And keep going again. That's where the air's coming from.
Yeah. The air is definitely coming out of here. Well, let's not split up. Can I have the camera?
Sure. Easy to get back down.
Hey?
Easy to get back down.
Yes, very. Alrighty. Oh wow. Oh shit. Oh. I got my head inside an ore pass, guys, and the bats are... Shit! No! Ah! No! Did that go into my shirt? Oh shit, I'm blocking it anyway. Oh my god. I don't want to hurt any bats, I've got to get out of here. They've followed the seam up. 100% climbable. But, hang on, let me get back through. Ah. 100% climbable, but my only concern is if we have a rock fall, will it plug that hole? I guess there's another at it, hey?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it connects or not.
Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, sir. Oi, what's this little guy? Oh shit. It's got a downshifter on it, so if you do that it will dip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you just got to play with the power just because it will.
Oh, it's really bright.
Like air conditioning.
Wow. I wonder why they stopped here. We're on the big Phoenix quartz reef, guys. That's cool. Oh wow. That's what they're after. They all pyrites. Oh wow.
Yes.
Hey, wow. Quartz, look at that. Wow. I wonder why they stopped, hey? So cool. I know it's hard to keep your orientation in mind, but that's level. This is panning up and over my head. Wow.
Alexander.
Oh, there's another.
Yeah.
You're through? All right. I'm in the hole. All right, guys, whatever you do, don't stand underneath it, okay? All right. Oh, I got one on my head. Just wait a sec, okay? I'm gonna definitely bring down some rock. Just give me a sec. Are you guys clear of the... Here goes nothing, lads. You. All right. I'm going. No, she's too steep, it's too dangerous. Oh, I can fucking see daylight. They've used it as an ore pass. There's nothing to hang on to. She's real crumbly. And I'm kind of just struggling just to stay put, let alone ascend. Yeah, guys, get out. You guys all right? You guys all right? All right. I can see daylight. I've got far enough to see daylight. Yeah, I can see daylight. Definitely. It's super sketchy, guys. I'm coming down. Hang on, I'll move my lamp, go again. Alright. Alright, clear the hole. It's about to give birth to an Ebenezer. Hey? Oh. Alrighty guys, check this thing out. That is where we just were. So the miners have knocked this level in. This is again one of the original Phoenix levels. And that was what we're going to climb up. So this angle shows you just how steep it is. And the other issue with it is they were using it for an ore pass. So all the rocks down there are really smoothed out and really crumbly. So we'll just leave the bats be as well. It's only another little level, this one. Sort of just gets around the corner and then just faces. Another pretty little mine. We are getting close to calling it a day. Whoops, that missed the bats. All right, I better be careful. I'm sort of just teetering on this old winds ore pass. All right, I'll put my gear away, guys. We're gonna head back down the creek. We're gonna have some lunch and then we're gonna try and hit the last mine of the day. That's the Newfoundland at it. That is meant to be an absolute monster. We'll have to wait and see if we've got enough energy to climb those hills, because boy, it's been a big day. It's only about 2 o'clock, but we started at 7 and have not stopped. See you guys in a sec. All right. All right, just stop there for a sec. Oh. That's still going.
You want the oil light?
Hey?
You want the oil light?
Yeah, I'll need the big torch. I've only got my headlamps. Shit. Just hold up for a sec.
Yeah, that looks pretty sketchy.
I think this is a bit too...
Yeah?
What?
Throw a rock down there.
I just did.
How deep you picking it?
So it goes down at least 60, 70 feet.
Yeah, I reckon it's good to keep out of that one. Look above you, that's like it's all soft, ready to come down.
The problem is that even this is collapsed. That's delaminated.
Yeah. It's all just like soft.
What I'm sitting on is like all this porphyry shit. Look at that. It's like all altered rock. I get down there, no worries, but I don't think you get up. And then the dodgy thing is there's a little column here. I'm just going to see if this one goes anywhere. That one dead ends too. I'm calling this one, guys. It's bad ground, hey.
You good?
Yeah, it's nasty in here, hey. Look at all this shit. All right, let's get out of here. Interesting though, hey.
Yeah, look at all that big slab's all cracked. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh, you're right, you're right. That's the adit, isn't it? So we don't want to go down there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were meant to go around those blocks.
Oh yeah, I'm gunning it.
Pretty big jump.
Ah, you're right. Yeah, I wouldn't come this way, man. If I was, yeah, this way is really bad. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was just trying to get the Bambi accreditation. Shit.
I wish I got a video of me coming down that scree slope over there. I went down about 100 metres on the backside.
Oh my god. Alright guys, we've just made it down. Our legs are absolutely fried. We've got no energy left to keep exploring the hills. But I did say I had a story to share with you. This is actually Sam's story. It's a story of when the mine closed here. Sort of everything seemed to slow down somewhere between the turn of the century and the First World War. There's one fella that stayed. He stayed way up in the hills. Would have been his old slab hut. Oh, you're right. Almost killed Blake. And what he did, he stayed up in the hills and started working away on a very elaborate front garden and footpath well after the mine closed. And what he did, he was actually salting his footpath with little nuggets that he'd gotten from the claim when it was active. In total, this fella, the last man to leave the hills, he had a total of 1,000 ounces inside the concrete of his footpath. Now, at that stage, when he decided that the claim had closed and all the heat was off him, he went down, the mill was still here, down in the township, and he crushed it. He got away with all of his gold. And it wasn't until many months, maybe even years later, that they realised his tailings were made up of fine crushed concrete. They knew where he must have been hiding it. So that guy would have made his millions. That's a lot of money back around the turn of the century. There's actually a lot of stories that still happen like that today in mines. Alright, we're going to head back to the car, guys. Probably the only disappointing thing here today is just that we don't have a river to jump into. We will opt for the hotel pool instead. We'll see you guys when we're back at the car.
Oh, this part's broken off, I think.
Eagle? Nagel?
Yeah, I don't know. Nagel. Nagel engine and boiler works.
Cool. Old steam boiler, guys. Sorry, this is probably going to sound terrible. I don't have any of my microphones. We're on the hunt for one last mine today before we give up. It's meant to be a big one. Oh, barely enough energy to narrate. Alright gang, we are still trekking. Don't have heaps of sunlight left. And check this out. We have found an old ore cut. How cool is that? That is awesome. Never find these with their wheels on them. So that's riveted together, not welded. That is super cool. That's the little latch. Still spins. That's awesome. Alrighty guys, that is us signing out from the Golden Phoenix series of mines, the Istanbul series of mines. Oh. Just signing out here guys, just looking at the old stamp mill. So this series of workings that ran along this creek actually had a 5-head stamp mill, and then all the original workings that we're at today actually had 2, well, it would have been 4 banks of 5 head of stamp. So I thought this is a good way to end the video guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Well, that puts the seal on the 2-part episode of Searching for the Golden Phoenix Abandoned Mines. If you've joined us for both episodes, thank you so much for tuning in. And we really hope you enjoy the clearer picture and HD audio, because we've been working really hard to improve the production values on the channel. Massive shout out to Blake, to Maxine, and to Sam, who got the nickname Bambi. Watching Sam take on these hills, I mean, he's a pretty sprightly fella. He actually got the nickname Bambi because he was taking to, not exaggerating, 70 to 75 degree slopes with the grace of a gazelle. I mean, he really was on fire that day and seemingly just unlimited energy. So he was effectively our guide for the day, other than when I led everyone astray as per usual. So thanks so much for tuning in guys. We really hope you enjoy these 2 episodes that we've just posted for you. Now if you're watching this, it's probably getting close to June. We're now dealing in HD files, so these take a long time to edit and render and export. But lo and behold, we guarantee you we've already hit a few new locations and we are working on the background on those. So thanks again for tuning in guys. If you liked today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share it with a buddy or a family member that likes outdoor adventuring or Queensland mining history. Thanks again guys.